Hello, and welcome to another episode of Simply Cinema. We are your hosts, Maximilian Simonelli.
And Dustin Braga.
So, Dustin, last week we had a really nice episode looking at Christopher Nolan's filmography.
It was great.
But it's time to change gears, I'd say, wouldn't you say?
A little bit, yeah. I think for this episode we're going a little bit fun, I'd say.
Yes, yeah.
So these are films
Mhm.
that are so good,
Yeah.
you may not have even known they were based off of books.
That's true.
Yeah.
And a couple of them I actually didn't know had a book counterpart,
I know.
to be honest.
It's kind of fun,
You learn something new every day.
right?
Yeah.
Especially
Mhm.
for our very first film
Yes.
that threw you for a loop.
Yes, I could not believe there was a book counterpart to this one. Film that I think we all know, book that I think almost none of us know. The film in question is Shrek. There is actually a book called Shrek. I had to yell it because there's an exclamation point in there.
Yeah, it's very excited about being Shrek.
Yeah, and it's just it's amazing because the whole movie of Shrek is I thought it was just really like a play on all of the typical fairy tale tropes and whatnot.
Right? Yeah.
And I thought, okay, they went with Shrek, which I think actually means does it mean monster in German?
I think so. It's around that.
I remember hearing a conspiracy theory that Shrek is actually not his name. It's just the name he associates with because everyone would yell that when they saw him.
Yeah.
Especially when he meets Donkey, he even has to. He's like, I guess my name is Shrek.
Shrek,
It's like he doesn't. Like, who would hesitate trying to think of their name? So kind of a sad conspiracy theory, but so yeah. So again, there is a book counterpart by William Steig. Thank you.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm a Steig.
Yeah. I would say,
Mhm.
I don't know if you read the book.
I have not.
Okay. The film takes a lot of liberties.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah.
It is very different from the movie. It's
Hmm.
not a send up at all of fairy tales.
Gotcha.
Shrek breathes fire in the book.
Interesting.
Yep. We also get to see Shrek's parents, which we never get to see in the movies.
Okay.
Um, and
Is it true that they were mentioned in because originally Chris Farley was going to be the voice of Shrek?
Yeah.
Before they had to redub everything with Mike Myers, and isn't it true? Like I think there's a scene where like they mention the parents, like it was going to be a different kind of a story. Like
yeah, I think we did get a mention of them, but I don't think in any of the films we've ever seen them.
They went a different route.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a lot different
Yeah.
from each other, but I think the general tone is kind of the same.
Yeah.
Where in the book Shrek
He is an ogre.
Yeah, he is an ogre. Where in the book Shrek is more of a like he knows he's a monster and he just does monster things.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, the movie kind of paints him as kind of this anti-hero.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a misunderstood character.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. His ears look the same, so that's sort of something.
Oh yeah,
He's got that going for him.
he does.
Yeah.
I will say the movie is obviously infinitely more entertaining.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Quick question. What do you prefer, Shrek 1 or Shrek 2?
Oh no. Shrek 2 does hold a special place in my heart.
Yep. I think the first one's great. I think it's a rare instance of I think the sequel surpassed because you know what it is? When you get Puss in Boots,
Yeah.
the comedy like trio finally comes out.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah, it's a good melding of everything.
Yeah.
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 Plus we're already like in the thick of it with like we know this is a send up of fairy tales.
Yeah, like you also had like the fairy godmother and Prince Charming.
Yeah.
So you had more of like, okay, these are more typical characters in a fairy tale, but there's a play on no, they're spoiler, they're the villains.
Yeah.
You know, which is cool.
Yeah.
So, I like that.
It's great. Everything about Shrek is honestly just super, super funny.
At least for the first two films.
The first two.
They kind of they took a dip after that.
Yeah, a little bit. Although I hear Puss in Boots: The Last Wish.
Yeah, I heard that did
really good.
Yeah, that did really well.
Yeah,
which is interesting. And there's a new Shrek.
There is a new Shrek coming out in I think next year.
Yeah,
in 2027.
But it looks different.
Yes, it's because
it doesn't look. He looks a little different than.
Oh, excuse me.
This, bless you. So,
yeah. If we want to look it up, we can.
Yeah,
because
actually, you know,
we have new technology now.
Capture. We have technology.
Whoa.
New movie. Let's see.
Excuse me there.
Here we have
Shrek 5. So yeah, he looks different because DreamWorks changed their rendering engine. And they actually can't render out the same they ever did before because it's a lot more detailed.
Multi-million-dollar company can't do the same rendering it did before.
Apparently not.
So it's like, I mean, it still looks like Shrek, but it's just like he looked like this
before
for like 4 movies, was it?
Yeah.
And now he's going to look like this. So it's just kind of I don't know. I'm curious to see what's going to happen.
I am too.
You know,
Yeah.
I mean, the story might be the same. The voices hopefully will sound the same.
Oh my gosh.
We'll take a short break.
A little dying over here.
Yeah. So I don't know. I'm curious about it.
I am too.
Yeah.
It's going to be, I think it's going to be fun, at least.
Okay. You're optimistic.
I'm optimistic.
We got a good, like, optimism, pessimism thing going on here.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I don't think the film's going to be good. I'm curious about how awful it's going to be.
Yeah.
But anyway, getting back to our main point. So, yeah. So if you get out there, I should have done this myself. Get out there and read the book of Shrek because it is, it's just, like I said, I did not know that this book existed or that the movie Shrek was based in any way on, like, an actual story of the same name.
Yeah, no, it's very surprising.
Mm-hmm.
I was even surprised by it when I found out.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd say, although they're very different,
yeah,
I'm glad we have the Shrek movie.
Yeah.
That came out of it.
Very true.
Yeah.
So that's a good little film.
That is very good.
Now, next example, I should say, I'm going to say I was aware of the book.
Okay.
To the point that when the movie was coming out and I saw the trailer, I thought, this is not going to be good at all because it's so different from the book. I do love the movie. Right. I think it actually is a really good job, but it's just so different. The film in question, the example in question, is Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
Yes.
So this was a classic. I remember being read by my mother. So it was definitely like, the book is just, there was a place where food rained down from the sky.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like a paradise until it wasn't. It got a little crazy. There was like, oh, one day a pancake fell on top of the school. They had an overabundance of like jelly sandwiches that they couldn't eat in time. And it got too much. So they had to eventually make giant sailboats and sail out of this land.
Right.
Whereas the movie takes a character called Flint Lockwood, who's a complete, fabrication, and as well as his invention, the Flintshivdifer. And he basically, he invents a way to have food rain down from the sky. So basically, the movie is just very different from the book.
It is. Actually, to the point of where I didn't even recognize it.
Yeah.
Where it didn't even click to me.
Yeah.
Because first of all, they have such a different animation or art styles. I should say. Yeah. Where the novel or the book, I should say, is very Victorian style. Like a lot of line drawings.
Yeah.
And the movie itself is very, very stylized.
Let's go back to screen capture here. We have an example. Yeah. So we have. I wish I could zoom in on this. Let's see. Yeah, just like kind of like an old school depiction.
Yeah.
Of the book. And like really colorful animation. The colors, it plays a huge factor into the story. Like everything's kind of gray. Life became gray and flavorless. So everything's gray in the beginning because they live in a world where they have to just eat sardines all day. And then once he launches his Flintshivdifer into the sky, everything becomes like full of color and everything's, and then it becomes kind of not drab, but like it's like not oversaturated. It just becomes very red at the end where it's like, okay, now there's too much food and it's not working, there's a problem.
Yeah, I would say oversaturated with color.
Yeah. But I will say what I loved about the movie, getting back here for a second, was how there were references to the book like sprinkled in. Like, for example, the pancake does cover the school at one point. At one point, there's a guy with a macaroni on his head. There's even one shot of like when in the montage, when everything's going great and all the food Flint Lockwood is taking orders from all the people. At one point, there's a lady with like a bag in one hand and a plate in the other hand. She's running to catch a piece of food in the nick of time. And I go, that's taken straight from the book. I love it. So there were a few references in there.
Yeah, there are a lot of little nods to the novel.
Yeah.
Obviously, insanely different.
Yeah.
But not at the same time because it still is the same concept of food falling from the sky.
Yeah.
And I do really enjoy the movie.
Yeah, it's great. The sequel was okay.
Yeah, it was kind of forgettable, honestly.
Yeah, it was. But it's a cute movie.
Yeah.
Bill Hader did a great job too. You had a stack cut. You had Bill Hader, James Caan, Mr. T,
or sure,
who was
Al Roker.
Oh yeah. It's like what it was interesting. Andy Samberg, I think, was in it.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah, and I think it was Bruce Campbell the mayor. You know what? Let's look that up.
We have the technology. We can do it.
Let's see. Cloud of the Chance of Meatball. I should go back to screen captures. You can see what I'm doing. We have here. Where is he? Give me Bruce Campbell. Come on.
I'm not sure if he was.
No? Oh, maybe I thought he was. Mayor. Yes, he was the mayor.
Oh, there we are.
Awesome. Yeah.
Good to know.
Yeah, good little movie. Really fun.
Yeah. And it is a Phil Lord, Chris Miller movie.
Yes. Oh my God, 2009. God, the timestamp on that just threw me for a loop.
Yeah. You want an even bigger timestamp?
Yes.
It's Shrek.
Oh no.
Came out in 2001.
Yep. I
Yeah.
remember seeing something that said some people said that there are children being born and their parents weren't even alive when the first Shrek came out.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's freaky, man.
Fading away.
Really scary.
Fading away.
Yeah.
Becoming ash.
Mm-hmm.
Well, while we contemplate
life and nothingness,
death, let's take a break.
Yeah, sure. Stay tuned
for more of this awesomeness.
And welcome back.
Hey,
so Dustin, before we took a break, we were contemplating life and death.
Oh, yeah.
The mysteries abound.
Mm-hmm.
But before that, we were looking at films that we didn't know came from books, and we're basically looking at animated examples.
Yeah, all of these are basically animated films. That's just kind of how the cookie crumbled, honestly.
Yeah. And that's the way the cookie crumbles. So we looked at Shrek, we looked at Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, and our next example is The Iron Giant.
I love this one.
Now, this one is a little bit different because didn't the book come out? I want to say it came out like much earlier than the other examples.
Yes,
like it had been around.
I believe it came out in the 50s. I want to say.
Let's find out.
We have the technology.
3, The Iron Giant book. Let's see. I don't want that.
So yeah, I mean, the Iron Giant book. I'm pretty sure 1968.
1968 by Ted Hughes.
Yes.
So again, it had been around for a while.
Yes. Originally called the Iron Man. But
where have I heard that before?
Yeah, exactly. This is why it got changed. Right. So that way Marvel didn't come knocking on their door.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a pretty great novel, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
I read it obviously so long ago.
Yeah.
I remember loving it a lot.
The design is very different too. Like, I mean, the cover of the book, as you can see here, is definitely kind of Frankenstein's monster-esque.
A little bit, yeah.
And then the film, it's rather different.
The film is pretty different than the book.
Mm-hmm.
I will say that. Honestly, all of the films that we're mentioning here take a lot of liberties with their source material.
The thing I wanted to mention was, I remember hearing this a while back, was, let me see, Basis of Bird. So this guy Bird, right, who was pitching the film,
Brad
Bird, the idea for the film.
Yeah.
His idea was, and this is quote unquote, you know what? Let's go back to screen capture. We're going to really utilize this today. The idea for the film was, what if a gun had a soul and it didn't want to be a gun?
Pretty profound.
Which I want to say that was a little close to home for him, because I think his sister in real life had been a victim of gun violence.
Yeah.
So it's an example of a powerful message, like, you take from real life.
Yeah.
Even in an animated example, it's like, this can be meaningful.
Yeah.
Can carry a message.
It can. And it absolutely did.
Yeah.
I think The Iron Giant is an amazing film.
Yeah.
Unfortunately disserviced by a really terrible marketing campaign.
Interesting.
Yeah. If you watch the trailer for it, it makes it seem that this movie is like some high octane thrill ride.
Yeah.
Like the robot's gonna be everywhere doing stuff. It has like this rock underscore.
Yeah.
The movie is not like that at all.
Interesting. You see, it's interesting you say that, because it's kind of like in a way the trailer is lying.
Yeah.
In a sense. Like, it gets you to go see it. But see, I hate when they do that. Like, when you see a trailer that has like footage that has either been altered or straight up doesn't exist. Marvel does that all to hell.
Yeah.
Or just like we're in this era now where like the trailer is better than the movie. I feel like there needs to be a course in film school of the evolution or de-evolution, if you will, of trailers. Because I could show you like a film from the 70s. The trailer looks terrible.
Yeah.
But the movie's pretty good. Now, like I said, we have trailers that look awesome and the movie is so-so.
That's very true.
And it's like, I get you got to get people to go see the movie.
Yeah.
But the trailer shouldn't surpass the movie.
This is true. We also run into the issue of the trailer showing way too much.
Yeah. Oh, please.
Where you see the entire film in the trailer.
It's like I don't know. It's good when it can subvert expectations. Like they show. Often the example I go back to is we're going to talk about Marvel for a minute. Is Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness?
Right.
Not giving too much away. They showed a lot in the trailer. They didn't give away the villain of the film.
Yeah.
At least for me, my expectations were subverted, which I liked.
Which is true.
So there's that.
It's nice.
Yeah.
But as for Iron Giant,
yes, getting back to our example. Thank you for getting me back. Right on.
We're looping it back.
Yes.
As for the Iron Giant, it unfortunately Warner Brothers just didn't really do it justice. I think it was trying to make it a typical kids film.
Yeah, makes sense.
When it's really a lot more than that.
And then people get angry when they go see it. Like, well, I was expecting a thrill ride, not some like introspective idea.
Yeah,
it's like, well, why can't it be both?
Yeah, and I legitimately cried at the end of this movie.
Really?
Yeah.
See, a movie can move you. That's the mark of a good film. Like we've been saying before, it's like if you laugh when you're supposed to laugh, and it makes you cry when you're supposed to cry.
Yeah.
It kind of emotionally manipulates you in a good way.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, Brad Bird made one stellar film.
And then seems like he was making it from the heart.
Yeah. Yeah. Then he goes on to make The Incredibles.
Now that's a favorite.
Yeah.
But anyway, Iron Giant, good movie. Read the book if you can. And just compare.
Oh yeah, it's widely available.
Yeah.
Like I said, a lot different than the book.
Yeah.
But there is actually a sequel book.
Interesting.
Called The Iron Woman. It has a completely different robot.
Okay.
Different human. Although the boy Hogarth does come back.
Okay.
Nice. Yeah.
So does that.
Yeah. So if you want more Iron Giant, I guess.
Yes. It'll be even more Iron Giantier than the last movie.
More iron than ever before.
More iron than ever before. More iron than man. God.
So let's take a quick break.
Sure thing.
We'll come back.
Last example.
All right. We're going to do it.
Stay tuned. Welcome back.
Heyo.
So, Dustin, for our last example of basically animated movies you did not know came from books, we have our final example, How to Train Your Dragon.
Yes.
Which is kind of apropos because there is a new film.
There is.
Which is, it's live action.
Live action remake.
Yet the dragon's obviously animation.
Yes.
And the quick thing I want to talk about, I remember hearing controversy because they were a little upset that the dragon looked straight out of the animated film. Like it was the same design, which I remember thinking, well, I feel like you'd be damned if you do, you're damned if you don't, because the fact that they used the exact animation, people are complaining, well, it looks like you just took the same character. I thought, well, if you made, like, let's say like a Game of Thrones looking dragon, a realistic looking dragon, people would be complaining, why doesn't it look like the one from the animated film?
Right.
So I go, you can't appease everybody.
Yeah.
That's the truth.
You can't.
No.
You just got to do what you got to do.
Yeah. But anyway, How to Train Your Dragon.
Very good film.
Yes. And the book...
The book's interesting.
Yeah, it's not bad. What would you say of the 4 examples we've looked at? Which film came the closest?
The closest?
Yeah. Because liberties are taken. We
source material, right?
Yeah.
Oh, I would honestly have to say maybe Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
Interesting, yeah. And even that one, like we were saying, it's still a stretch.
Yeah, it is still a stretch, but at least its story, its main story is still there.
Yeah.
Where it's just food falling from the sky. You can do a lot with that.
That's true.
Or it's open-ended enough.
This one, at least, I want to say this book, it's still, the character is Hiccup.
Yes. I would say that they still did it's between this and Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs.
So in this one, the main character, Hiccup, he's the main character.
Yeah.
And the dragon's the same character.
Yep, Toothless.
Toothless, yes. But I think they said, we were finding out that there was actually, it's more so based on, like, Hiccup's journey, in a sense.
Yeah.
There's a few differences.
There are obviously quite a few differences. The dragon obviously being as we can see, a large part of that difference.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think both of these movies still have movies. Oh my gosh. The book and the film both carry kind of that whimsy tone.
Yeah.
I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's DreamWorks and they like to kind of kick it up a notch with the fantasy elements.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah, and I think they did a fantastic job capturing kind of the essence of the book into the film.
So taking liberties while still being faithful to like the message.
Yeah, the feel.
Yeah, that's good. DreamWorks makes some amazing movies.
They do.
They really do.
They do hit it out of the park most of the time.
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on it?
Well, it's not my favorite film, I should say.
Okay.
But I have yet to actually read the book. But it looks interesting. It really does.
Yeah. I mean, it's just a fun book.
Yeah.
And for the movie, that it's not your favorite.
No, I don't know. Like we always have opinions differ. There are some films that click, some films that don't.
Right.
Like you mentioned Incredibles. I love that film.
Yeah,
we mentioned Cloud of the Chance of Meatballs was a personal favorite. This one, I think it's a fine film.
Sure.
And I am curious. I haven't seen the new one to see. Let me go back to screen capture here to see how it compares. One thing I heard that Gerard Butler actually comes back and reprises the same role that he played in the animated film, which I think is actually kind of cool.
Yeah,
when they do that. So, yeah, here he is here. So I'm curious. You see what I was saying? Like it's a live action man next to obviously the dragon is fake.
What?
But
Hold on.
Sorry, Dustin, we need to have a talk. But he's gone, ladies and gentlemen. But yeah, so it's like I don't know. It's interesting.
Yeah. I have yet to see the live action. I hear it's pretty faithful to the film. Maybe a little too faithful.
Oh, okay. Like that's the other thing. Again, you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. It's the fact that where are we here? It's that if they made just a carbon copy, people would be complaining that it's not different enough. Yeah. If you made a different movie, they'd be saying, "Well, why did you change it? You should have made it the same as before." It's like, so I go, "Well, what do you want us to do?" Yeah. It's a fine line to try to tote the line in the middle.
It really is.
Yeah.
It's a tightrope you got to walk.
Yeah.
Every single time. Oh yes.
Yeah. That's the sad thing. It's the sad truth when it comes to remakes. It's like because they inevitably will be compared to the original.
They will.
And there are times where the remake surpasses the original, or at least is on par. But again, it inevitably makes the comparison, and that's tricky.
That is very tricky.
Yeah.
Oh well.
So,
but all in all,
yes,
I feel even though all of our examples today are very liberal with their interpretation.
Yeah.
I would say all of them still retain their message, their feeling, and they're just great examples of film.
I'd say so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Well, I'm so glad that you agree.
I concur.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, thank you so much. So next week.
Yes. We'll tee up next week.
Yeah. So next week,
Oscar season is coming.
Yes.
It's happening.
Yeah. The Oscar nominations are coming out. So we're going to have a little prediction time. Maybe a special guest will show up.
Maybe. We're not going to tell you who.
Oh.
So we look forward to that. Oscars are always interesting. How do you feel about the Oscars?
I feel some years are better to predict. Yeah, that's English.
Yeah.
Are better to predict than others.
Yeah.
I feel this year is less predictable.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
You don't think there's like an obvious this one's clearly going to rake him in?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Well, except maybe for one battle after another.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. But beyond that, I think it's a pretty fair game.
Yeah. Fair.
How about you?
Well, like I agree. I think one battle after another stands a great chance at winning, and then some of the other ones like either Frankenstein could be for like costume or makeup or whatever. It's also interesting when you have like I remember a few years ago when Brendan Fraser had come out with The Whale, and he was just raking in I think it was the Critics' Choice Awards, the Golden Globe, and so it's like okay, well he's done 1 and 2. Is he going to get 3? So it's always interesting when it's like who's been getting the most notoriety so far. It's like okay, well you got the first 2, you're going to get the big one.
Yep.
So we'll see.
It's always a good toss up.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, we'll see you all next week. Thanks for tuning in. And remember, watch more movies.
And if you can, read more books.
Yeah, that too.
Bye-bye.
Bye.